Let me ask you a simple question. When you look at your life right now, are you building your future or are you feeding your present? Now, that's going to be a pretty tough one to answer. Because if we're honest with ourselves, a lot of us spend most of our time feeding the present because we want to feel good right now, look good right now, enjoy life right now. But here's the truth that a lot of people don't even think about. Every single choice that you make today is either investing in your tomorrow or it's robbing it. So I'll just say it like this. You can either enjoy now and pay later, or you can sacrifice now and enjoy later. Either way you go, you're going to pay. Pay now, pay later. The question is, when are you going to pay? But I just want to make one thing clear right now, that sacrifice is not about punishment. It's not about misery. It's about trade. Because I feel like that every decision that you make is a trade. You're trading time for money, then you trade money for comfort, then you trade comfort for growth. And the way you trade determines what your tomorrow looks like. But let me stop here and ask you a question. What trades have you been making lately? If someone looked at your schedule, at your bank account, at your habits, would they say you're trading wisely, or would they say that you're living recklessly? So let's define sacrifice a little bit deeper. Sacrifice means giving up something small, something temporary, something easy in order to gain something bigger, something more lasting, something greater. It means skipping the impulse for the investment. It means delaying the instant hit of pleasure for the long-term peace of mind. But I want you to picture this. Picture two men. One spends every dollar that he gets. He wants to look successful right now. So he buys the cars, he buys the clothes, and he buys the gadgets. The other, on the other hand, he drives an old car. He keeps his expenses low and he stacks away his money. Then we'll fast forward 5 years. The first man is broke, stressed, maybe even in debt. But the second man, he's free. He's stable. He's ahead. Both had the same opportunities. The difference wasn't luck. The difference was sacrifice. So if someone could fast forward your life 5 years from today, based on the choices you're making right now, what would they see? Would they see strength and stability or struggle and regret? But if we're honest, most men resist sacrifice. And I'll tell you why. There's two reasons. Because of comfort and comparison. First of all, comfort. We men, we hate short-term pain. We hate the feeling of saying no to ourselves. But if you think about it, you know you should wake up early in the morning, but the bed feels too good. You know that you should be eating better, but that pizza smells so amazing. You know that you should save money, but swiping the card feels better right now. But here's the thing about comfort. Comfort will lie to you because comfort promises you happiness in the moment but leaves you empty later. That comfortable choice today often becomes a painful regret tomorrow. And comparison, that's the other problem. Social media has us all hooked on showing off, especially when it comes down to one of our buddies, because we see our buddies with the new car, the new shoes, the vacation pictures all on social media, and you begin to think that I've got to keep up. So now you're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reels. But one thing that you might not know is that guy that's showing off on social media, on all the posts with the vacations, with the cars, with the girls, with the clothes, he may be drowning in debt. He's not winning. He's just pretending. Comparison pushes you to sacrifice your future just to keep the appearance for today. So let's just be honest with ourselves. How much of your spending, how much of your habits, how much of your lifestyle is really just about comparison? Just how much of what you're chasing is not really for you? It's for other people's approval. You know, I heard a man say here not too long ago that boring builds, excitement spins. And that's the reason why sacrifice doesn't always look glamorous, but it does work. The person that's quietly putting in the work, the guy that nobody notices, the guy who drives the same car for 10 years, that guy builds. While the loud, the flashy, the exciting guy, he spins. But here's the part that's hardest for men to accept. Sacrifice is invisible. Nobody claps for you when you stay at home and you save money. Nobody applauds you for skipping the bar to work overtime. Nobody congratulates you for saying no to these high-priced fast foods because it's invisible. But years later, that sacrifice shows up in visible results. So are you willing to do the invisible work? Are you willing to sacrifice without applause, without attention, without anyone patting you on your back? Because that's what it takes to build tomorrow. But here's what I want you to think about. What future are you building with your daily choices? Are you willing to give up the small comforts now so that you can enjoy bigger rewards later?